Everlast is one of the most prestigious and oldest brands in boxing, and recently they came out with a new boxing glove, actually two of them. The Everlast Elite 2 Pro and Retail gloves. And I first want to say thank you to Everlast for giving me the opportunity to try these gloves out and then give my opinion on each of them. The way I'll do this comparison is to go over the elements of the gloves and some of the differences between the two. But to start, I will cover who these gloves are for. The Elite 2 retail gloves are more for like that boxing enthusiast, so to speak, for like someone who they may attend boxing classes or they maybe do one-on-one boxing sessions every so often. All right, if they're not punching too hard or maybe even not even throwing that many punches, I think these gloves are great for them. Now, they also come in at a great price point, and you can really find these gloves at almost any retailer, or even sometimes like the big box retailers like Target and Walmart. You can actually go pick them up and try them on before you make the purchase. Now, the Elite 2 Pro glove is a big upgrade from the retail one with a good amount of added features that I think are good for boxers of all levels, but are a little bit more catered to the people who are looking to compete within boxing, amateur to professional. Now, the price point is a lot higher than what the retail gloves are, and you may have to order them to actually get those in. But when you're really dedicated to the sport of boxing, it's definitely worth the wait. Now, let's go into the features and benefits of each of these gloves and my thoughts about both in a little more detail, starting with the Elite 2 Pro gloves. So I put the product description of the gloves off to the side over here so that you can see the technical specs of the gloves. And off the bat, I do want to say that I really like these gloves after trying them, but I do think they are for a very specific use case in training, and I would say those days that you're doing very heavy bag work. They do have a 5-layer foam cushioning in them that really give you some good impact protection when punching. And I also think that there is a good amount of foam that is running on the back of the gloves from the finger compartment all the way down to the wrist, which really give you a secure fit and give you some of that wrist protection. Now, just from picking up these gloves, you can definitely see that there is a lot of support throughout the entire glove. When you put your hands in them, there is this really soft liner on the inside, as well as some ventilation holes that are close to the palm area of the gloves. And I would say after using them for about 3 weeks or so and doing numerous rounds on the bag, I can say that these gloves dry pretty quickly and they do not smell, of course, as long as you are taking care of your gloves after training. There is an extended finger compartment on each of these, which may be good for people that have bigger hands, but if you have small hands like me, it can be a little bit difficult to make a proper fist in these gloves until you start to break them in more. There's also only one issue that I had wearing these gloves, and I think it has to do something with the structure of my hand, and that is mainly because I've had 3 to 4 other people use these gloves for full training sessions or 2, and they had no issues with them at all. But for me, for some reason, it was so much pressure along this area of my hand that it would sometimes cause my hand to go numb. Now, I don't think if you are looking to purchase these gloves that you should take this part into consideration, because the 3 to 4 people that I had try them had no issues with them at all. So I would say it's something with my hands, but I just wanted to bring it up because who knows, maybe you have a structure like my hand and that may be something to think about. Now, to finish off talking about this Elite 2 Pro glove, they do come in 2 styles. They come in lace up as well as Velcro, and they come in at 12, 14, and 16 ounces with 3 colors: white, a red, and a black color. Now, on to the Elite 2 retail glove. Now again, the product description is off to the side for the people that like to see the more technical specs of the gloves, but I will describe them from how I felt about them using them. Now, I'm not gonna lie, these gloves really did surprise me the first time I put them on and hit the bag. And I think because these have they're pretty soft and they have a thin layer of foam padding on the knuckles, I really thought that I would feel almost every single punch when I hit the bag pretty hard, but it had pretty good impact protection, especially for the price. For me, I think one of the features that really stood out though is just the strap. Putting them on, I really felt like I had a secure and snug fit around my wrist and had really good wrist protection. But then again, there is a really thick foam padding that sits right on the top of my wrist when wearing these gloves. Now, I know I'm saying a lot of good things about the gloves, but of course, I do not think that after really going hard in these gloves for, months on end through an entire training camp, really putting in work at the level of training and the volume of training that I do, that they will hold up over the month. I think probably very quickly into that month, I will probably start to feel some of the pain in my hands, but I think this is a great glove for a beginner or even someone that I would consider as a hobbyist and are only looking to do, boxing a few times a week. Now, to finish off talking about the Elite 2 retail gloves, they only come in a Velcro strap glove, but they do have 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16 ounces. They also come in 5 colors, a black and gold version, red and black, a black and white, a tan and white, a gold and black. The gold and black I do not have here to show you, but those are the 5 colors. Now, on to the differences of these gloves. So there are a few differences in these two gloves, and obviously we'd expect so. The retail gloves coming in at $59.99 and the pro gloves coming in at $159.99. There should be some key differences. Now to start, it's the physical size of the gloves are pretty different. Even though they are both 12-ounce gloves, the pro gloves is visibly the bulkier glove than the retail glove, despite being lighter, one at 11.9 ounces versus the 12.2 ounces of the retail gloves. Pro gloves are slightly bulkier than most gloves with the amount of protection that you will get from them. Also, the material of the gloves are very different. On a pro glove, you get what they call a microfiber polyurethane material, which seems like will be a lot more durable than the material that's used on the retail gloves. Also, the padding on the knuckles is definitely thicker and more firm compared to the retail gloves. You will also get a more secure and protective feeling glove with the pro glove, as it has an added elastic strap that's right where the Velcro goes. And now, let's bring this review to a conclusion. So that is all I have for this review and the comparison between the Everlast Elite 2 Pro and retail gloves. I really hope this helps anyone that is thinking about buying these gloves, and if you have gotten this far and got some value or like this comparison, please give me a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know exactly what products you would like me to review next, and if you have any questions at all about these gloves, please leave them in the comments below and I will be sure to answer them. Again, thank you for tuning in, and until next time, keep grinding, keep training, and keep working on your technique and fundamentals. This is your boy, Kenya, and I'm out.